10 habits no one sees from Balinese healers to reset your metabolism naturally. The alarm shrieks at 6:30 a.m. and Maya's hand slaps it silent before her eyes even open. 8 hours in bed, maybe 9. She should feel rested. She doesn't. Her body feels heavy, swollen, like someone pumped air into her joints overnight. She rolls out of bed and catches herself in the mirror. Puffy face, dark circles that no amount of concealer can hide, a stomach that protrudes despite eating clean for 3 weeks straight. The scale says 167. Again. It hasn't moved in 6 months, no matter what she tries. She drags herself to the kitchen, opens the fridge, stares at the meal-prepped containers she made on Sunday. Grilled chicken, steamed broccoli, brown rice measured to the gram. The sight of it makes her want to cry. She's been eating like this for months, tracking every calorie, walking 10,000 steps, going to bed at 10, doing everything the Instagram trainers and nutrition coaches say to do, and her body doesn't care. Her phone buzzes. A calendar reminder. Metabolic panel results appointment, 4 p.m. Her doctor had been concerned at the last visit. Fasting glucose creeping up. Triglycerides high, waist circumference in the danger zone. Pre-diabetic range, the lab report had said in clinical, unforgiving letters. Maya is 34 years old. At work, she sits at her desk under fluorescent lights, coffee in hand, her 3rd cup before noon. Around her, the office hums with the same exhausted energy, people scrolling, snacking, sighing. Her co-worker, Jessica, walks by with a bag of chips. Lunch meeting got cancelled, she says, shaking the bag. This is lunch now. Maya nods, too tired to respond. At 1 p.m., she walks to the corporate cafeteria and picks up a salad. No dressing, protein on the side. She eats at her desk, barely tasting it, eyes on her screen. An email arrives about next quarter's targets. Her shoulders tighten. Her heart rate picks up. She finishes the salad in 7 minutes. By 3 p.m., she's hungry again, a gnawing, irritable hunger that makes her hands shake. She opens her drawer, finds a protein bar, rips it open. It tastes like chalk and chemicals. She eats it anyway. At 4 p.m., she sits in the doctor's office, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. Dr. Patel is kind but direct. Your fasting insulin is elevated, she says, pointing to the numbers. Your body is working harder and harder to process glucose. Classic insulin resistance. If we don't change something, you're looking at type 2 diabetes within 5 years. Maya feels her throat tighten. But I'm doing everything right, she whispers. I track my food. I exercise. I sleep 8 hours. Dr. Patel's expression softens. I know, but your nervous system is still stuck in overdrive. Your cortisol is high. Your sleep quality is poor. 8 hours in bed isn't the same as 8 hours of deep rest. Your body thinks it's under threat, so it holds onto every calorie like it's preparing for famine. So what do I do? More of the same won't fix this. You need to address the stress, the rhythm, the environment. I can refer you to an endocrinologist. But honestly, she pauses. Have you considered looking at cultures that don't struggle with this? The way they eat, sleep, move? Maya blinks. Like a diet? No, like a life. That night, Maya lies in bed, scrolling her phone. She's too wired to sleep even though she's exhausted. Her mind won't turn off, replaying the doctor's words, the lab numbers, the weight that won't budge. Then an article appears in her feed. Why Balinese healers stay lean without counting calories. She almost scrolls past it. Another clickbait miracle. But something about the image stops her. A woman in her 60s, serene, arranging flowers into a small woven basket. Her hands are steady, her face calm. The caption reads, Kanang Sari, daily offering, daily reset. Maya clicks. The article talks about Bali, about healers who don't own gyms or calorie apps, who eat rice and don't gain weight, who sleep less but wake refreshed, who age slowly, move constantly, and treat their bodies like temples, not through obsession but through rhythm. One line catches her. Metabolism isn't fixed. It's a conversation between your body and your environment. Change the environment, and the body remembers how to listen. Maya reads it twice. She closes the app, turns off her phone, and stares at the ceiling. Her chest feels tight, her mind loud. But somewhere underneath the noise, a question rises. What if I've been fighting the wrong battle? She doesn't sleep well that night, but for the first time in months, she dreams. If you've ever felt tired, even after a full night of sleep, or frustrated with diets that don't last, tell us in the comments which part of this story feels familiar, and stay with us for the next chapters. Maya wakes to her alarm at 6:30 a.m. But this time, she doesn't hit snooze. She lies there, feeling the weight of her body against the mattress, the tightness in her shoulders, the dull ache in her lower back. She thinks about the article, about Bali, about the woman arranging flowers like it was medicine. She gets up, makes coffee, opens her laptop. An hour later, she's deep in research. Balinese healing traditions, metabolic health in tropical cultures, the concept of Trihita Karana, harmony with the divine, with nature, with community. She reads about tirta, sacred spring water consumed at dawn, about jamu golden turmeric tonics ground by hand, about eating only when the body asks, not when the clock demands. It sounds impossible. It sounds like everything she's been told is wrong. She finds a forum, expats living in Bali, people who've worked with traditional healers. One woman writes, "I lost 30 pounds without trying. I just started living like my Balinese neighbors, drinking water first thing, walking everywhere. Eating slowly, sleeping when it got dark. My body remembered." Maya closes the laptop. She's skeptical, but she's also desperate. That afternoon, she stops at a small Indonesian grocery store she's passed 100 times, but never entered. The air inside smells like lemongrass and dried chilies. An older woman behind the counter smiles at her. "Looking for something?" I read about jamu," Maya says, feeling foolish. "The turmeric drink?" The woman's face lights up. "Ah, yes. My mother made it every morning in Bali. Good for everything. Digestion, inflammation, energy." She disappears into the back and returns with a small bag of ingredients. Fresh turmeric root, ginger, tamarind paste, wild honey. You grind it, mix with warm water, drink slow. Maya buys it all. The next morning she wakes earlier, 6 a.m. No alarm, just her body, stirring on its own. She fills a glass with cool water and drinks it slowly, standing by the window. She doesn't know why. It just feels right. Then she grates the turmeric and ginger by hand, mixes it with tamarind and honey, stirs it into warm water. The kitchen smells earthy, sharp, alive. She takes a sip. It's bitter, then sweet, then warming. She drinks it over 10 minutes, standing in the morning light. She doesn't eat breakfast right away. She waits, and for the first time in years, she notices something. She's not actually hungry yet. By 9 a.m., her stomach growls. Clean, clear hunger. She makes eggs and rice. She eats slowly, chewing each bite, tasting it. No phone, no laptop, just food. It feels strange, almost uncomfortable, but also quiet. At work, Jessica eyes her lunch. "Is that white rice?" "Yeah. I thought you were low carb." Maya shrugs, trying something different. Jessica raises an eyebrow but says nothing. That week, Maya starts walking. Not for exercise, not to burn calories, just walking. 20 minutes in the morning before work, to the park, around the block. Her steps are slow, unhurried. She notices the air, the light, the way her body feels when it's moving without force. She also starts going to bed earlier, not at 10, at 9. She dims the lights, no screens after 8:30. She lights a candle, something she bought on impulse at the same store where she got the turmeric. It smells like frangipani. She sleeps badly the first 2 nights. Her mind still races. But on the 3rd night, she sleeps deeper than she has in months. On Saturday, she wakes at sunrise without an alarm. Her body feels lighter, not in weight, in tension. She brews her jamu, drinks it by the window, watches the light change. She thinks about the woman in the article arranging flowers, the small woven basket, the daily ritual. Maya doesn't have flowers, but she has a small ceramic dish her grandmother gave her years ago. She sets it on the kitchen counter, places a single leaf from the plant on her windowsill inside it. It feels silly. It feels sacred. She doesn't know which one is true, maybe both. By the end of the second week, something shifts. She doesn't weigh herself, she's too afraid. But her jeans feel different, looser around the waist, and her sleep tracker shows something new, more deep sleep, less waking. Her co-worker notices. "You look different," Jessica says one afternoon. "Less exhausted?" Jessica laughs. "Yeah," Maya smiles. "I'm trying some Balinese habits. It sounds weird, but Balinese. Yeah, like not eating until I'm actually hungry, drinking turmeric in the morning, walking, sleeping earlier." Jessica tilts her head. "And it's working." "I don't know yet, but I feel better." That night, Maya makes dinner. Steamed fish, sautéed greens, a small bowl of rice. She sits at the table, no distractions, and eats slowly. She chews. She tastes. She stops when she's full, not when the plate is empty. She goes to bed at 9, lights her candle, breathes deeply. The room is cool, the air still. She sleeps through the night. When she wakes, she doesn't feel heavy. She feels held. 3 weeks in, and Maya's body is doing things it hasn't done in years. She wakes before her alarm, 5:45 a.m. naturally. No grogginess, no need for coffee to function. She drinks her water first, then makes her jamu. The ritual has become automatic. Grate, mix, warm, sip. 10 minutes of stillness before the day begins. She doesn't force breakfast anymore. Some mornings, she's hungry by 8. Other mornings, not until 10. She listens. She eats when her body asks. And when she eats slowly. She started using chopsticks for everything, even rice and vegetables. It forces her to take smaller bites, to pause between them. A Balinese cooking blog she found explained it. Chewing is the first act of digestion. The more you chew, the less your gut has to work. The calmer your insulin stays. Her lunches have changed too. No more sad desk salads. She packs small containers, rice, tempeh, steamed greens, a tiny bit of sambal. She microwaves it, then eats it in the break room, away from her computer. She chews 30 times per bite. It feels excessive at first, then it feels normal. Her co-worker Marcus watches her one day, amused. "You eating like you're at a meditation retreat or something?" Maya laughs. "Something like that." "Is it working?" She pauses. "I don't know. I feel different, calmer. My stomach doesn't hurt after I eat anymore." Marcus shrugs. "Whatever works, I guess." But Jessica is more curious. "You really think this Bali thing is doing something?" "I think my nervous system is finally getting a break," Maya says carefully. "I'm not forcing my body to do anything anymore. I'm just creating space for it to function." Jessica looks skeptical but intrigued. That week, Maya has her follow-up appointment with Dr. Patel. The nurse takes her weight. 161, 6 pounds down. Maya blinks. She hasn't been trying to lose weight. She's been trying to feel better. Dr. Patel reviews the new labs. Her fasting glucose is lower, still elevated, but improving. Her triglycerides dropped 20 points. "What did you change?" she asks. "I started eating like people in Bali," Maya says, feeling self-conscious. "Rice, fermented foods, walking, sleeping earlier, drinking turmeric every morning." Dr. Patel looks surprised, then thoughtful. "Interesting. Rice. Yeah, but I eat it with vegetables, protein, fermented things, and I eat slowly, really slowly." Dr. Patel nods. "Your insulin is responding. Keep going. Let's recheck in 3 months." Maya walks out of the office feeling something she hasn't felt in years. Hope. Not the desperate, grasping hope of a new diet, but the quiet, steady hope of a body beginning to trust her again. At home, she deepens the habits. She learns about NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. The Balinese don't go to gyms. They walk to markets. They squat to cook. They carry things. They move all day, gently, constantly. Maya starts taking the stairs, parking farther away, stretching while she waits for her coffee to brew, squatting while she folds laundry. It feels odd at first. Then it feels alive. She also starts going to bed even earlier. 8:30 p.m. She dims all the lights at sunset. No overhead lights after 7, just lamps, candles. Her apartment feels softer, quieter. She reads about how Balinese healers bathe before sleep. Not hot showers, but cool water infused with lime leaves or jasmine. She doesn't have lime leaves, but she fills her tub with cool water, adds a few drops of essential oil. She soaks for 10 minutes, feeling her body temperature drop, her heart rate slow. Then she sleeps, deep, uninterrupted. Her sleep tracker confirms it. 90 minutes of deep sleep. 2 full REM cycles. She hasn't seen numbers like that in 5 years. One night she catches her reflection in the bathroom mirror. Her face looks different, less puffy. Her eyes brighter, her skin clearer. She touches her stomach. It's softer, smaller. Not because she's starving, because she's resting. But not everyone is convinced. Her friend Rachel visits that weekend, sees the jamu ingredients on the counter, the ceramic dish with the leaf, the chopsticks. "Are you okay?" Rachel asks, half joking. "I'm great," Maya says. "You're acting kind of weird, like Zen or something." Maya laughs. "I'm just trying to live less like I'm at war with my body." Rachel frowns. "You were doing fine before. You just needed more discipline." The word stings. Discipline. Maya's heard it her whole life. "I had discipline," she says quietly. "I was tracking every calorie, working out 6 days a week, sleeping 8 hours, and my body was breaking." Rachel softens. "I know, I don't want you to get obsessed with some fad." "It's not a fad. It's how a whole culture has lived for centuries." Rachel doesn't respond. That night, alone, Maya thinks about what Rachel said. About discipline, about fads, about whether she's doing something radical or just remembering something humans used to know. She lights her candle. She folds into bed. She breathes deeply. Her body sighs in relief. Would you rather force yourself with willpower or redesign your environment and habits like this character is learning to do? Comment which path makes more sense to you and share this episode with someone who needs a gentler approach to change. 2 months in, and Maya's world has quietly rearranged itself around rhythm. She wakes with the light, drinks water, makes jamu, waits for real hunger, eats slowly with chopsticks, tasting everything. Moves throughout the day, walking, squatting, stretching. Works without panic, eats dinner before sunset when she can, bathes in cool water, dims the lights, sleeps deeply. Her weight is 156 now. Her clothes fit differently, not tight, not loose, just right. Her stomach is flatter, her face less swollen. But more than that, she feels different, calm, grounded. Her mind doesn't race at night. Her heart doesn't pound at emails. At her 3-month checkup, Dr. Patel is visibly pleased. Fasting glucose is almost normal. Triglycerides dropped 40 points. Insulin sensitivity is improving. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Maya smiles. "I'm just living like a Balinese healer." Dr. Patel laughs. "Well, it's working better than anything I could prescribe." But then the test arrives. Her company announces a major project, a product launch in 6 weeks. Maya is assigned as lead. It means late nights, tight deadlines, high stress. The kind of pressure that used to send her spiraling into takeout binges and sleepless nights. Her manager, Tom, pulls her aside. "I know this is a lot, but you're the best person for it. Can you handle it?" Maya hesitates. 2 months ago, she would have said yes immediately, then collapsed under the weight. Now, she's not sure. I can handle it, she says carefully, but I need to protect my schedule. Tom raises an eyebrow. Your schedule? I need to leave by 6. I need to sleep. I can't do all-nighters anymore. He looks skeptical. Everyone else is pulling long hours. And everyone else is burned out, Maya says, surprised by her own firmness. I'll get the work done, but I'm not sacrificing my health for it. Tom nods slowly. Okay, but if it slips, we'll need to revisit. The first week is manageable. Maya works intensely from 8 to 6, then leaves. She still makes her jamu every morning, still eats slowly, still walks, still bathes, and sleeps early. But by the second week, the pressure mounts. Tom schedules meetings at 7 a.m. Emails arrive at 10 p.m. Her co-workers are living on coffee and vending machine snacks, working 12-hour days. Jessica corners her in the break room. You're really leaving at 6 every day? Yeah. People are noticing. They think you're not committed. Maya feels the old panic rising, the fear of being seen as weak, lazy, not enough. She takes a breath. I'm getting my work done, on time, with better focus than I've had in years. But still, Jessica, I was pre-diabetic 3 months ago. My body was breaking down. If I go back to that pace, I'll end up in the hospital. She pauses. Is that what commitment looks like to you? Jessica looks away. No, I guess not. That night, Maya sits at her kitchen table, staring at her laptop. She could work another 3 hours. She could prove she's tough enough. She could push. But then she looks at the ceramic dish on her counter, the small leaf she places there every morning, the kanang sari she can't make perfectly, but honors in her own way. She closes the laptop. She makes her jamu. She eats a simple dinner, rice, fish, greens, slowly chewing. She bathes. She lights her candle. She sleeps. The next morning, she wakes before sunrise, rested, clear-headed. She works for 2 focused hours before anyone else is even online. By the time the office fills up, she's already finished what would have taken her 4 exhausted hours the night before. Tom notices. You're moving fast on this. I'm rested, she says simply. He blinks. Huh. By the end of the 3rd week, something shifts in the office. Marcus starts leaving at 6 too, then Jessica. They don't say anything, but Maya notices. They're eating lunch away from their desks now, taking short walks. One evening, Jessica stops by Maya's desk. That turmeric drink you make, can you show me how? Maya smiles. Yeah, I'll bring you some tomorrow. The project launches on time. It's a success. Maya's work is sharp, thorough, creative. Tom is impressed. I didn't think you could pull this off while keeping your boundaries, he admits. I pulled it off because I kept them, Maya says. That weekend, Maya weighs herself. 152, 15 pounds down in 3 months. But it's not the number that matters. It's how she feels. Strong, steady, alive. She sits by the window with her jamu, watching the sunrise. She thinks about Bali, about the healers who never count calories, who never force their bodies into submission, who simply live in harmony with rhythm, food, light, and rest. Her phone buzzes, a text from her mom. You sound different lately, happier. Maya smiles. I am. 4 months in, and Maya finally understands what changed. It wasn't the turmeric. It wasn't the rice. It wasn't the walking or the sleep or the chopsticks. It was the story. She stopped believing. She's sitting in a small Balinese cafe that opened near her apartment. She didn't even know it existed until she started paying attention. The owner, an older woman named Wayan, serves her a bowl of rice, steamed greens, grilled fish, and a tiny dish of sambal. It's a modest portion. Simple. Beautiful. You eat like this every day? Maya asks. Wayan nods. Same meal, different vegetables. My body knows what it needs. But you don't count calories, track macros? Wayan laughs softly. Why would I? My grandmother didn't. Her grandmother didn't. We eat when hungry, stop when satisfied, move all day, rest when tired, that's it. Maya stares at her plate. I spent years thinking my metabolism was broken. that I needed to eat less and exercise more, that my body was against me. Wayan tilts her head. Your body was never against you. It was trying to survive the chaos you were giving it. The words land like a stone in water, quiet but rippling. Maya thinks about it all. The late nights, the artificial lights, the meals eaten in 7 minutes while staring at screens, the constant cortisol, the chronic stress, the message that her worth was tied to her productivity, her thinness, her ability to push through exhaustion. I was fighting my own biology, she says softly. Yes, Wayan says, and your biology fought back. It held on to fat because it thought you were starving. It kept you awake because it thought you were in danger. It craved sugar because it needed quick energy to survive the stress. Maya closes her eyes. So the whole time, I just needed to stop fighting, not stop fighting, start listening. That night, Maya sits on her floor, the small ceramic dish in her hands, the one with the leaf, her version of a kanang sari. She's placed one every morning for 4 months, a ritual, a signal, a reminder that the day begins with intention, not urgency. She realizes this wasn't about weight loss. It was about resetting the conversation between her body and her life. Every habit she borrowed from Bali did one thing. It told her nervous system, you are safe, you can rest, you can digest, you can heal. The morning water said, you are not in drought. The jamu said, you are not inflamed beyond repair. The slow eating said, you have time, you are not running from danger. The walking said, you are designed to move gently, not sprint endlessly. The cool bath said, you can lower your temperature, you can signal sleep. The early sleep said, you are allowed to rest before you collapse. The rhythm said, you are part of nature, not separate from it. Her metabolism didn't reset because she found a magic formula. It reset because she finally stopped treating her body like a machine to optimize and started treating it like an ecosystem to nourish. The next week, Maya meets with Dr. Patel for her 6-month checkup. The nurse takes her vitals. Weight, 149. Blood pressure, normal. Resting heart rate, 62. Dr. Patel reviews the labs and looks up, stunned. Your fasting glucose is normal, completely normal. Your insulin sensitivity is excellent. Your triglycerides are in a healthy range. Your inflammation markers dropped significantly. Maya feels tears prick her eyes. So I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. Not even close. You reversed it. How? Dr. Patel leans back. You changed your environment, your rhythm, your relationship with food and stress. That's more powerful than any medication I could give you. Maya nods, throat tight. I just stopped forcing it. I stopped fighting. And your body remembered how to heal. That weekend, Rachel visits again. She eyes Maya carefully. Okay, I'll admit it. You look amazing. What's the secret? Maya laughs. There's no secret. I just started living like a Balinese healer. Seriously? Seriously, I drink turmeric in the morning, eat when I'm hungry, not when the clock says, chew slowly, walk a lot, sleep early. That's it. Rachel frowns. That's it? No calorie counting? None. No gym? Just walking, squatting, moving all day. Rachel looks baffled. And you lost, what, 15 pounds? 18. But that's not the point. The point is I feel like myself again. My body trusts me. My mind is calm. I sleep. I don't spiral at night. I don't binge. I don't hate myself. Rachel's eyes soften. I didn't realize how bad it was. Neither did I. I thought it was normal. I thought everyone felt like that. They do. I know. Maya pauses. That's the saddest part. That night, Maya makes jamu for Rachel. Shows her how to grate the turmeric, mix it with ginger and tamarind, warm it gently. Rachel drinks it slowly, surprised by the taste. Bitter, then sweet, then warming. This is actually good, she says. Maya smiles. It's not about the drink. It's about the 10 minutes of stillness. Rachel nods slowly, understanding something she can't yet name. A year later, Maya wakes at 5:30 a.m. without an alarm. The room is cool, the light is soft, her body feels rested, a deep, cellular rest she didn't know was possible before Bali. She rises, fills a glass with water, drinks it by the window. She makes her jamu, the ritual so automatic now, her hands move without thought. Turmeric, ginger, tamarind, honey. Warm water, 10 minutes of stillness. On the counter, the small ceramic dish holds a frangipani petal she picked yesterday, her version of kanang sari, a daily offering to the rhythm that saved her life. She's 142 pounds now, but she hasn't weighed herself in months. The number doesn't matter anymore. What matters is how she feels, strong, steady, alive. Her clothes fit easily, her skin glows, her energy is consistent, no more crashes, no more frantic hunger, no more 3 p.m. brain fog. Her latest labs came back perfect. Dr. Patel called them remarkable. Normal glucose, normal insulin, low inflammation. You're healthier now than most people half your age, she said. But the real change isn't in the numbers. It's in the way Maya moves through the world. She works the same job, but differently. She sets boundaries. She leaves at 6. She doesn't apologize for resting. Her productivity is higher than it's ever been because she's rested, focused, present. Tom promoted her 2 months ago. "You've been the most consistent performer on the team," he said. "I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it." She smiled. "I'm just sleeping." Jessica and Marcus both adopted pieces of her routine. Jessica makes jamu every morning now. Marcus started walking at lunch, eating away from his desk. Neither of them talk about it much, but Maya sees it. The shift in their energy, their faces, their nervous systems slowly unwinding. Rachel texts her every few weeks. "Still doing the Bali thing, lost 10 lbs, but honestly, I just feel less insane." Maya's mom visited last month, noticed everything. "You're different," she said. "Calmer, happier." "I stopped fighting my body," Maya told her. Her mom cried, "I wish I'd learned that at your age." One Saturday, Maya visits the Balinese cafe. Wayan greets her like an old friend. They eat together, rice, fish, greens, sambal. Simple, slow, sacred. "You look well," Wayan says. "I feel well. You kept the habits. I kept the rhythm." Wayan smiles. "That's all metabolism is. A rhythm. When the rhythm breaks, the body breaks. When the rhythm returns, the body heals." Maya nods. She thinks about the past year, the mornings with jamu, the slow meals, the walks, the cool baths, the early sleep, the small offering she places every day. None of it extreme, none of it hard, just consistent, intentional, aligned with the body's ancient design. "I used to think I needed to be perfect," Maya says, "to eat perfectly, exercise perfectly, control everything. And now? Now I just need to be rhythmic, to eat when I'm hungry, move throughout the day, sleep when I'm tired, let my body do what it knows how to do." Wayan places a hand on hers. "You learned the secret." "What secret?" "That your body was never broken. It was just waiting for you to stop shouting and start listening." That evening, Maya sits on her floor, the ceramic dish in her hands. She places a fresh leaf inside, lights a candle, breathes deeply. Outside, the city hums, but inside, she is still. She thinks about the woman she was a year ago, exhausted, inflamed, pre-diabetic, desperate, fighting her own biology with every meal, every workout, every sleepless night. And she thinks about the woman she is now, rested, nourished, metabolically healthy, free. The difference wasn't a diet. It wasn't a pill. It wasn't willpower. It was rhythm, environment, ritual, listening. It was learning to treat her body not as a machine to optimize, but as an ecosystem to honor. It was Bali, not the place, the principle. Tri Hita Karana. Harmony with the divine, with nature, with community. Harmony with the body that carries her. She blows out the candle. The smoke rises, curling in the dim light. The offering remains, and so does she. If this story reminded you that real transformation comes from small habits repeated over time, not from overnight fixes, subscribe to the channel, tell us which country you watch from, and invite someone to start this journey with you in the next story.